We need a close game. We need some competition. Who wins tonight and what's the score?
Led by that first team All-NBA forward, JT. Celtics get the win in convincing fashion.
Wait, the guy who went 1 of 7 from...
The guy that scored 31.
Oh,
that guy.
That guy?
Yes, him. Right. You're losing tonight, Skip.
Yes.
It's about to be over for you.
Okay.
I'm glad.
Keep talking.
I will keep talking. Boston, when they take care of the basketball, these games aren't close because Miami struggles scoring in the half-court set. So what they try to do is try to play the passing lanes, jump out, get steals, get easy buckets, because when they have to set their offense, basically it's Jimmy Butler or it's nothing. You know that, I know that. The Celtics know that because it's hard scoring against when you have Robert Williams and you have Al Horford and you have Marcus Smart. Oh, they didn't even have Marcus Smart the other night and they beat the brakes off you. So what happens if he comes back and lock it down? Al Horford locks it down. Robert Williams, and you know Grant Williams had an off night shooting threes. But you know he do. So he do. Jaylen Brown had an off night. You know he do.
Keep talking about off nights.
Yeah, he had an off night, but it won't be off tonight.
Derek White, 1 of 8 from 3.
I'm not. You
don't
really
care. Well,
him.
he's in your starting lineup.
Don't worry. That's if Marcus Smart is unable to play.
Maybe he won't be able.
But what about the other initial? PP. Peyton Pritchard.
Oh, I think Paul Pierce.
No. He might. I don't know.
They might roll him out. They might roll out Paul in a wheelchair.
I mean, right now, Boston, they flipping a coin to see who the best PP is.
Really?
Paul Pierce, Peyton Pritchard. It's a coin flip right now.
They're even talking about is Peyton Pritchard better than Peyton Manning. That's what I've been hearing. Right?
Hell no. But he said that's what he do. He comes in off the bench, Skip, and he gives you buckets. That's what he do. Now, he told you that's what he does.
He's a little fire starter, a little pepper pot, right?
It's as simple as this. Boston, when you have 20-plus turnovers, you lose the game because you allow Miami to get out, and they score 28 points off those turnovers. When you take care of the basketball, they only score 10 turnovers fewer. They only score 8 points. That's the difference in the ball game. Playing you head up, man for man, player for player. Boston Celtics are deeper. They're a better team. And finally, you're going to see it tonight. You're gonna feel their presence. You're going to feel that defense, how they squeeze the life out of you. You had 52 little measly points in 3 quarters. This is not 1990s basketball. This is not the Heat Knicks. This isn't the Pacers Knicks when they scoring 73 total points and 52 at the end of the third quarter was commonplace. This is up-tempo basketball. And you only got 52 little measly points. You're in a heap of trouble tonight. Heap of it.
And the final score will be?
We're going to win by at least 8. I'm going to say, you know what, Skip? I say we win 110 to 102.
110 to 102, says the Hall of Famer Shannon.
Might be more. Might be more. It all depends on how JT. He might have celebrated first team All-NBA. Think about it now. The man first team over LeBron, over KD, over Kawhi, over PG, over a lot of guys. He first team.
Yeah.
He might go get you 40 big ones.
You think he celebrated on South Beach last night?
Nah, he just in his little room. He had Deuce up there, had his mom probably celebrate something. This is a big moment. Because, you know, that's a max contract coming his way in the next couple of years. So, yeah.
You don't think he told his lady, me and the fellas got to hit South Beach?
No, that ain't what, JT not like that. Okay. He got that Kobe. Kobe, like the task is not finished. There'll be a time for us to come back down to live and live it up. Living it up, oh, yeah. Oh, JT, do what you do.
You have owned live on occasional nights.
Right? I haven't, but I'm gonna.
You have rented it out just for you. That's what I hear.
Bill Keith went, I'm gonna.
Yeah, that's what my man Wayne told me. It's just you and him one night. You just took the whole club.
Hey, Weezy, come get your boy. We're gonna go down there. We're gonna turn up. I might be there with JT after they win this title.
Well, I'm about to turn off your argument. Okay. You are in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And you've been such a savant through these basketball playoffs that you might also already be in the Basketball Hall of Fame, and I don't know about it because everybody gets in the Pro Basketball Hall of Fame.
I should be
right?
in there. Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Okay, so from Canton to Springfield goes Shannon Sharp.
Yep.
And he says 110 to 102.
Yeah.
visiting team tonight, and I believe we already have 2 cases bet on just this game. But if you recall, and we make so many bets, you tend to just conveniently forget about what happened.
What's out of the bet?
I believe you gave me 6 points yesterday. So I have the home team plus 6.
Yeah.
Okay. The odds makers say the home team should get 1.5 tonight.
Yeah.
So Boston is the small favorite here.
Favorite in your building.
Okay. And you have me on the run because I have no idea what's going on with Jimmy Butler. Is it internal or is it internal just in his knees? Does he have arthritic knees, inflamed knees? I don't know what's wrong with him, but something for the last 2 games has been very wrong with Jimmy Buckets, playoff Jimmy.
Well, what happened was in Game 3, Marcus Smart had them shackles around his feet, so he couldn't do nothing.
You could certainly make that case, and maybe the shackles are still there where he lost his confidence. I don't know what happened because the other night, he would drive it right into the lane looking like Luke, and I'd say, just go right up with it.
And Robert Williams was right there.
At the last second, he'd say, you know what, I think I'll just half-heartedly pass it out to somebody standing out there 40 feet.
Did you not see Robert Williams throw it up out of there? Did you not see Al Horford throw it up out of there? So you want the man to just keep getting the shot blocked. That's demoralizing, Skip.
Okay, well, I am demoralized watching him not play because he plays, but he doesn't play. You want to talk about timid. You want to talk about lack of aggression. I can't even recognize Jimmy Butler in the last game and a half because he didn't even play in the second half, obviously, of the previous.
Whoa. What happened if you come out here playoff Jimmy? What happened to you call him Jimmy Buckets? Now you can't recognize him.
I say what I see. I just react to what I see. In the first 2 games at Miami, did I ever see playoff Jimmy? Because what was it, 41 and then 29?
Yeah.
And the 29 was enough to win.
No, that 29 was nothing. Skip, you know, it was garbage. They had like a 30-something point lead. That's Prescottian numbers.
Okay. I also have a huge X factor. I have the 6th man of the year with a pulled groin. And I don't know his status because probably he might not even know his status right now. He was at least listed as questionable, so at least I got a chance that he might play. But even when he has played, in the playoffs, he's shooting 23% from 3. So can I trust him even if he tries to go on a pulled groin? No, I cannot.
Well, he's doubtful. It's doubtful that he does anything in Game 5.
Well, he should be listed as doubtful psychologically because he's been doubtful every game that he has played, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I give you all the above, and I figure Marcus Smart will just suck it up and play. I know he's got some kind of sprained foot or something.
Yeah, because you saw how he turned it the other night.
He turned his ankle, that's right. Yeah, so, okay. Will he go? I thought he'd go last game. But in the end, it is still 2-2. It feels like they got swept in Boston. That's what it feels like. It feels like it's 2-2 and they got swept. It's almost like they should call off the rest of the series because everybody is now back on the Boston bandwagon.
I never left.
You never left, but now the bandwagon is going to roll over Miami because that's the theme out there. And I love that theme because everybody is underestimating the Heat culture. It's the Pat Riley Memorial grits and guts culture that he has instilled, he has installed in these players. This team has big heart. This team has strong backbone. This team will come out and play as physical a basketball as you have seen in the playoffs tonight. I am predicting right here, right now, this will be a football game. This will be do-or-die football game because the Heat know they just virtually have to win this one because they don't want to have to go back to Boston to try to survive. So this is where you reassert yourself. You regain and re-seize control of this series with your physicality, with your mental and physical toughness that I believe is deeper than the Celtics' mental and physical toughness.
Well, Skip, is going to come down to officiating. How are you going to call the game? Is Tony Brothers, is Capers, is Bill Kennedy? Who's going to officiate the Scott Foster? How are you calling it? Are you going to let them play? Or is it going to be ticky-tack where guys just go to the free throw line, one team shoots 35 free throws, the other team shoots 30? What is it going to be? Are you going to let them play? Because I just believe the Boston Celtics have a gear that the Miami Heat just can't get to. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown are 2 of the best players they have the 2 best players. With Jimmy Butler, okay, but JB is the next best player.
Okay.
We have them, you don't.
Okay, I agree with you, but I kept trying to remind you yesterday when you were in Baltimore, long distance, you're running from me, but you couldn't hide. But I kept trying to remind you, look at what they didn't do. Look at all the threes they missed. Again, Jason Tatum was 1 of 7 from 3. Jaylen Brown, 1 of 6. Derek White in the starting lineup for Marcus Smart, 1 of 8. And your man, Grant Williams, 1 of 5.
Right.
If not for little Peyton Pritchard, who made 3 of 6, you would have been sunk from 3. But you won handily.
Thank you!
Because you crushed on the boards and you crushed at the free throw line. You crushed. And it became a wipeout early on, and yet from a certain point forward, over the last 3 quarters, the Heat won the game by 2 points. They won the game, and it was still a 20-point game.
Okay, you won the ball with the last couple of quarters. You won by 2 points, but you're down by 100. So you end up losing by 98. You've accomplished nothing, Skip. This is what I know. I know the effort that they gave me on the other night. They're more likely to repeat that effort than the Dallas Mavericks are to repeat the effort that they gave you. That's what I do know. Because if you watch the way they played throughout the playoffs defensively, we saw it. Right now, only one team got swept. They did the sweeping. Okay. And we saw what they did. They went to Milwaukee when they absolutely, positively had to have Game 6.
Yep.
They went and got it. Now, they get to go to Miami, and we know what Miami are. We know what they represent. But you watch them guys in green.